With 1971 Nebraska team, Jerry Taggy squaring off against that great 86 Penn State defense. Cornhuskers with a bit of an edge right now, nearly 10% right. Are you rooting Herbstreit?
I thought Penn State was a better team there.
Than the 71 Nebraska?
Yeah.
The Rich Glover, Jeff Kenny, better than that team?
I like the defense.
All right. Good. So
Doesn't
far,
matter what I think. 54%, it's case closed.
You're right about that.
Yeah. You know what they're looking at there is they're thinking they're voting 71 Nebraska, 95 Nebraska in the championship. That's what they're trying to get to.
All Big Red all the time.
Right.
So how do you see this matchup between 71
As great as Nebraska was in 95, I just question how much competition Nebraska saw in 95. I would go with Miami in 01.
Huskers against Ken Dorsey and the Hurricanes from 2001 in the Final Four? The children of the corn.
Kill them.
How much Cornhuskers are killing.
If I see one more red in the next vote, I'm boycotting this segment.
You know what? I think I hear voices of dissension from my panel here.
I'm telling you.
Team, you know?
Maybe that's true.
The only thing I'm trying to figure out here is how we couldn't get the 97 Nebraska team on here, too.
Because there's only two teams.
Yeah, I mean, we got 3 of them in here. We got them all the way.
Hey, Kirk, I had 5 in there.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, 97 Nebraska, you guys out there, you let us down. We should have at least had them on the board. This is ridiculous. 04 USC losing to the 71 Nebraska. 05
No, wait a minute.
Losing to 70.
I can see why that would happen. Have the same appreciation for 71
I know, but
Nebraska.
every one of these teams? Are you kidding me? 01 Miami, 05 Texas, 04 USC.
Hey.
You're not going to throw one of them a bone?
Hey, but
Just one of them.
I agree.
Ridiculous.
But I'll tell you what, the 71 Oklahoma...
Great team.
A 71 Nebraska team was a great team. So was the 95 Nebraska team. And consider this. The Southern Cal team, which I thought was maybe the best team of all time,
Maybe ever.
lost by 1 percentage vote to the 71 team. I mean, there are more people than just in Nebraska voting on this thing. And you can justify it. I mean, after all, they were 2 of the top 32 teams that the people in Nebraska didn't pick.
Did Nebraska throw the ball? I don't know. Did 1971, did Nebraska throw the ball?
They didn't have to throw the football. They ran the option.
So if I put six first-rounders, walked them up to the line of scrimmage in 1971 with Miami 01, it would matter?
Kirk,
Because you read the stats from 71.
Just like we told Tony, get over it.
What?
They voted. Forget the 76 Pitt team or 96.
Let me tell you,
Get over it.
Nebraska's offensive
you lost.
were the
Period.
biggest,
Is that right or wrong?
You're right. And if you went out there and looked at their program, their weight training, etc., I mean, they were an unbelievable football team, and they're very, very talented.
Give you a voice of reason
Texas
here.
05 team with Justin Blaylock and Will Allen.
They lift weights, too. They lift weights in Austin.
5'6", over 300 pounds.
Nebraska had a bigger weight room.
Terrific. No, forget the weight room. Those are much better athletes by far. Much better athletes 35 years later.
How do you
Don't argue with me. Argue with the people who voted. The people cast their vote, and the judgments.
Wait. I don't want to hear that.
I thought the 2 best teams
Y'all think this is fixed?
would be the 04
You want to
USC
count? You want to recount?
and I did think the 95 Nebraska
All right,
team
I'll
would come
take
from
that.
the other side.
Okay.
I don't know as much about the 71 team. The only thing, just from what I've seen in footage, and again, preparing for the Nebraska-Oklahoma game a couple weeks ago in the Big 12 championship game, watching some stuff on the 71, I think the 95 team has a lot more speed than the 71 team did. Now, Johnny Rodgers was a magnificent player, but I think player for player, skill guy by skill guy, that 95 team had a lot more speed. So if those 2 teams played, I guess they'd play where
We're in a
they'd have need a
quandary
bigger
now.
stadium than in Lincoln.
We're in a quandary. Who's the state of Nebraska?
Doesn't that bring us full circle? We started off talking about how do you compare teams from different eras.
Forget about it.
Teams speed, the teams that played together a little bit better. Woo! Yeah, that was exciting right there. It reminds you all how to vote right now. You can go to ESPN.com. Do not touch me like that again. Come on, go to ESPN.com. Search college football's greatest. And from your mobile phone, you can text VOTE to 4ESPN. Standard message rates apply. There's going to be some type of complaint filed here before the show is over. We'll tell you who wins. Which Nebraska team is the greatest Nebraska team of all Nebraska teams?
That's what this show is, right?
Nebraska show.
Yeah.
That's the one.
All right, Herbie. And you can't say 04 USC.
No, I'll go with the 95. I'm going to go with the 1995 team because they have a better logo. I noticed there's a different logo from 95 to 71. I'm going to go with the red in there. 71
flavor, a logo Herbstreit's not so familiar with. 82% of the people saying that the 95 Nebraska team would take care of the 71 squad.
They didn't have computers in 71. What do you expect?
So you're calling into question the entire process.
No, I'm not. I would never do that. I just think that everyone's worthy. Everyone is worthy. Every team is worthy because they're all great teams.
My goal is for next year to try to make sure that South Florida somehow gets ESPN Classic and that Southern California gets ESPN Classic.
Well, I tell you, for South Florida,
because the 04 SC team and the 01 Miami team are the two best teams in this.
Well, I think the first goal, you got to take small steps.